there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with Imperial Destroyer mod. Last time around we took Constantinople, and since then I've taken more areas, but the most interesting part of this episode is of course that I've been able to finally get my counter-revolution. We're gonna side with the rebels. So I've got my army way out here. Ooh, we even got a howitzer. We got a howitzer, Frisian Guard, Waldeck Infantry, Little Walloon, and some Jacobites. And the troops in town, what a pitiful garrison they get. I didn't even... God. Right, let's go ahead and lay siege. Interestingly enough, I still get political crisis and stuff. I can still make choices. Mood for nobles. Well, I need to turn everything around now because the king is in charge. Support. Conspiracy, religion, and so on. Right. I could out-resolve it, but I guess at this point it would be kinda cool to actually see the king's men restore him to order. The Republican order has put everything at disarray. The Empire has been languishing under these fools. It's time for some stern leadership. The king is back. Well, would you look at that? Even the flag actually changes, and now we've got the royalist flag instead of the previous Republican flag. So it's got a crest and a nice crown and everything. General's bodyguard looks the same. We've got howitzers. I've already tested these off camera. They're gonna be pretty impressive. And then for our troops, Dutch line infantry and the Little Walloon. No surprise there. However, we've got Jacobite troops. So for some reason we've brought in Scottish troops to take part in the revolution. Waldeck infantry, we've seen them before, and then we've got the Frisian Guard. We've got white wigs, the king's men, and we're ready to storm the fort. With that, let's start the battle. Unlike those bastard Republicans, we march in good order against our enemies. Look at that. The first volley of cannon shot has not even hit us. I don't know why the howitzer is not firing. It's because it's not within range. Okay, let me remind the king to sack the royal artillerist as he neglected to check that the artillery was in range. I need to start bombarding that place as soon as possible. Although the Republicans should probably also sack their artillerist, as none of their cannons have hit us yet. Soon enough, though, my howitzers should be starting to absolutely devastate the troops on the walls. They have some interesting units, like the Swiss infantry. They're pretty good. But otherwise, it's shit. Not to be... Which I'm not too surprised at, since the Republicans. Now, first hit, we took out 4 men out of the Dutch line infantry. Let's see, I wanna have a pretty good view to fire quite far into the castle as well. So we're gonna continue marching the howitzers forward here before we start to hold it and start to fire. Right now we can fire about here. I want to be able to fire almost to the center. Oh, we lost 4 Scotsmen as well. It's the same cannon, it seems, because the Scots lie dead here, so it seems like it's the same cannon that it's producing these hits. Promote that man. Promote him. Currently I can't see how far we can actually fire, but due to this, I can see that we're almost... You know what? Let's deploy and open fire. At the same time, we're steadily closing in. We'll be able to open fire on the wall soon enough. Another 4 men. I guess 5 at this time. Also 5 out of the Frisian Guard were lost. Let's see. The howitzer is now ready to respond. We took out 56 men. So I do think that our cannons are superior to that of those bastardly Republican scum. Death to the Republic. Let's march in good order. The enemy has started opening fire from the wall. But they do not know that God is on our side. They've almost lost 100 men. With 2 volleys, I've taken out more men than what they have even... We're gonna fire more towards the center now. We've taken plenty of... killed plenty of troops out of that. We've got volleys going along. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to suppress... A lot of what's left here is militia that has been rallied by the Republican forces. Here comes another volley of shells, breaking the troops on the wall. We've lost 80 men here, 40 here, and not that many here, and we've got... Oh, hold your fire, I don't want you to fire. Why aren't the Scots firing? There we go. The Scots are actually really good. I fought with them before, or fought against them. And they were able to inflict quite a bit of damage on us. Not entirely sure what the general is doing, riding back and forth out there. We don't seem to be getting any more of those good hits that we got on hitting this unit. How much did it damage the wall? Not at all. So we won't be able to break down the wall. We have suffered quite heavily on this side. So if I could get some good... Ooh, there we go, good shot. So we could get some good howitzer shots here, breaking them up. Thing also, it's all militia troop. So if I decided to climb the walls, I'm pretty sure we would be able to quite easily cut them down. Ooh, nice hit right above here, causing mayhem among these lines. I think really what it is that most of the troops are on that side of the wall, meaning that most of the enemy's fire is concentrated on that one unit. So I should actually put extra units on that side. We're getting really good hits over here. Pitiful fire from the wall. I'm of course able to lay down more fire since I've got 2 ranks, at least 2 ranks firing, while the enemy only can deploy 1. Have they decided to leave the wall and charge out? What are they doing? They're reforming to put more men on the wall. That's what they're trying to do. They're also firing the cannons now. But I think at this point it's a little bit too late. Ooh, love these good hits with the howitzer. Once the king's installed, we definitely need to get some good howitzers into our our one army. Hopefully though, with a more stable government, I should be able to recruit plenty more armies. Hopefully. That's the hope anyways. Heavy fighting. But we are starting to see their numbers dwindle quite a bit. Before long, we should be able to storm the walls. It's very few troops. It's really now only this unit that has sufficient amount of troops. We're gonna blast over here, get some good kills. But you know what? I'm gonna order the troops to scale the wall. The frontline troops will cover as I'm sending up the Valdek and the Jacobites to actually take the walls. To climb them and force the enemy off. Oh, they're gonna come down and fight us. I'm gonna move you to the side. Similarly with you. And then we're gonna get the Frisian Guard to come in. And if the enemy decides they want to come out through the main gate, we'll be ready. The enemy general decides to fight over here. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to shoot my own troops. Okay, now you can go ahead and shoot down that stupid general if he decides to stand and fight here. The Jacobites are climbing the wall. Focus artillery fire towards this unit. Seemingly it takes quite a bit to shoot down that general, because this unit is not doing it. The Scots are on top of the wall. There's some fighting here, some melee fighting. Howitzer shots exploding in the air. Over here, the Valdek infantry is having more of a difficult task, as there's quite a few enemies. You know what? I don't think the... yeah, we weren't actually shooting at the general. But once the Frisian Guard opened fire, they cut him down right at the front gate here. Let's see, the Scots, that's 2 men there, 90 men there, 230 men over here. With the general dead... oh, now these guys are out of ammo. Well then you will climb the wall as well. I'm ordering you to take those stairs at this point. Also, there's no point in firing anymore. Or anyways towards that area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Right there. And then I'm going to order the howitzers to shoot right at where the gate is. We're going to get crossfire going towards them. And then we might even blow the gate open if we get a direct hit. Poor soldiers that is stuck outside. Ooh, he somehow managed to survive that. Let's see, how's it going for the Scots? Oh! Homer Simpson's among them. Oh, the entire unit is outside now. Unfortunately for them, they're dead. The enemy is retreating. It's a full-scale retreat along all sides here. Hold your fire. You'll only end up shooting our own men. Howitzers will hold fire. Scots will make it towards the center, so will the rest of the regiments. Oh, the walls were captured. The flag has changed to the king's colors. We'll march in, tear down the Republican flag, and put the king's colors on top of this fort. The revolution has been successful. The king is in power. And here we've got the statistics of that battle. We deployed 2,100 loyalists to the king against 1,700 dreadful Republicans, wherein which every single Republican died, actually. We lost 618 men, leaving about 1,500. I don't get any points here because I think the army will dissolve as soon as we take the city. But there we have it. Revolution successful. Netherlands. The capital has fallen to revolutionary forces. The old order has been removed and its leading member publicly executed. A fitting end, an example to those that would plunge us back into tyranny. Yes, the tyranny of the Republic. And there we have it. The counter-revolution is going to be successful. Ooh, it's a powder plot. The Republicans are going to be blown sky high. Oh, look at that paltry man talking nonsense. The entire building is destroyed. Ancillary gained. Right, I guess these are all the new ministers. And here we've got the king. It's William the Fourth, who is the king, and he's got an amusing cad. That's the first thing he does. Is we've got an amusing cad. Looks like okay. We've got this guy is pretty good. Frederick FF, we'll call him. Frederick Fabricius. Also known as FF in short. Because that... Ooh. William the Fourth is not a great king, is he? He's slow, he stutters. Agrarian, though. Harsh reputation. And it's a patron of the Navy. But he's only get 1 star because he's slow and he stutters. That's 4 minus points. Alright. How long are you expected to live? You're 49? Who is your heir? I believe you can check that. Not a great start to my kingdom. To have this fellow. I believe... Where can you check that? Where is it that you check? I believe it is... There we go. Show family tree. So who's gonna take over after him? It's another William. He's 3 years old, okay, so it's gonna be quite a while. Other claimants. Why is everyone in the Netherlands called William? Other claimants, William. Other claimants, William. Or the picture of Gustav III of Sweden. So they're all called William. I wonder, I guess, well, his oldest child would be Agatha. 19 years old. She's single. Then he's got 2 other... Oh, look at his wife. Huh. Okay, so maybe the king is not that great. But look at his ministers. Look at those stars. This is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I mean, look at this. And they're not going to be replaced. Apparently they are. What says this? Next election. I don't want constitutional monarchy. We'll still hold a... I guess I want to... Oh, do I have to do it again? To get a... to get absolute monarchy? we've got a few stuff burning and stuff like that, but we'll try to get this in order. Really what it is stability. The stability is the problem, which we'll have to fix once I can. So that's the main problem there, and then we'll have to repair everything. Maybe I'll just continue go through so I can get a absolute monarchy rather than this constitutional one, because seems that we still hold elections, although you don't necessarily have to replace the entire government every however many turns it is. Like, there's no turn limit, I believe, in constitutional monarchy. What we've done down here is I left Constantinople, but the thing is, the economical woes that I've afflicted upon the Ottomans started to devastate their armies already when just after a few turns of holding Constantinople. They were able to take it back, but I burned everything in the region. So it's down to, I think, 2,000 wealth per turn. Then I quickly moved my navy over here, and we landed and we took Athens, which I then gave to the Ottomans' enemy, Venice. Now the region is unhappy, so they might just revolt, and we might just have a Greek nation spawn out of that. At first I thought I would go north and land and try and attack and take this here, but instead I wanted to, you know, Sarajevo, Bosnia probably doesn't create a lot of wealth for the Ottomans. So instead, I thought we would go to another area, so we have really easy access over here. Also, I should say, I had quite a bit of money problem, as I still do because of stability, but I have been able to rectify it at certain locations, because the Ottomans do in fact hold quite a large navy. They held a very large navy somewhere around here that moved towards us, and I was a bit worried at first they would come in and sink us. But we had a naval battle, and it turned out that all of all the ships were decrewed. And the prize money I got after that battle, because I made sure to capture all those decrewed ships. The prize money that we got after that battle was 14,000 just from all those captured ships, which is absolutely wonderful. Now they're sailing under the king's colors, and we're going to check here. Now they do have a ship, but I imagine that, yeah, look at that. The troops inside, very broken down. They don't make actually that much money from this region, but I'm thinking that really I think what they make money from this Ankara region, but I don't want to spend too much time marching inland like that, so I'm just gonna jump in, attack, take out areas like this, and this is gonna cause massive problems for the Ottomans, and then just burn the entire place down, and it's going to take them forever to build all of this back up. Plus, with the fact that I'm now advancing their enemies by taking out places like Greece and, you know, burning down Istanbul, we'll probably see quite the collapse happen within the Ottoman Empire. Looking at this, I'll easily be able to take Jerusalem. We'll probably be able to take Damascus and even Cairo, Egypt. Now the problem here is, of course, we're getting very close to where they normally have all the big stupid stacks, but I'm pretty sure they're already all kinda breaking down. Yeah, here we can see some of them, and you might have noticed that it lagged as I moved across this area. Maybe I shouldn't land here, just because of the amount of... Or maybe this is just the place to land, because then I can destroy all these small stacks. I also need a place to rebuild my navy, as it were, because after that battle it took some damage, especially some of the smaller ships. So we'll try to do that. Hopefully the turns should go a lot better now. And with the Ottomans slowly decaying, I could definitely post a smaller fleet here and keep that under control. I've also started to trade with the Papal State. Unfortunately, because my main port is burnt down because of the revolution, or I think it's I'm not entirely sure what it was that caused that, but yeah. We're up to 14% in... why don't government building, government effect? Why doesn't that... I guess it's because the revolution is still ongoing. As soon as that kicks in, I should get a higher amount of... Oh, it's because of all the buildings are broken down as well. That's it. But I will be repairing them shortly and we'll get underway. But yeah. Now you guys kind of get what's going on. I'm not entirely sure if we want to push for... I guess we want to push for full. Because still, with the election, that could be quite harmful too. I mean, this government right here is wonderful. The problem, of course, right now is that we've got so much unhappiness. That should hopefully change what we get things under control and start to... What I should do is should change the tax levels, right? Work that out a little bit better and start to normalize the situation. And then later on, I think I need to stabilize now, because otherwise we'll get such a bankruptcy that we'll never crawl out of it. So we'll stabilize, and then after that we'll see what we can do if we want to move to full absolute monarchy rather than a constitutional one. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. We'll end turn, and then we can take Jerusalem. Another strange trip with a alternate history where the Dutch managed to take Istanbul. They managed to conquer Athens for the Venetians, and now launch an army against Jerusalem itself. Okay, so before I take Jerusalem, apparently I have to face off these Belgian rebels. Blast. As much as I say that they are Belgian troops, they are in fact Spanish troops. And unfortunately for them, most of what they brought was cavalry. So it's 2 cavalry units and a cannon, which are not taking part in the actual assault. Which is now... Damn, they've done a lot of damage. What kind of battery is that? Right, anyways, the enemy is making its way in to the fort. I kind of want to wait for as long as possible before I unleash the volleys. Because, I mean, there's a risk, there's quite a high risk here of me shooting my own men. And I also want the second unit in here. But the enemy is just getting a little bit too close for comfort, aren't they? Okay, here comes the second unit. So far, they haven't actually killed anyone. They haven't been able to kill any one of these guys, which is kind of surprising. It's time for the King's men to open fire. I'm pretty sure we're gonna shoot more of our own here, but it might just be worth it. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of damage. Keep firing. Have more of these men go inside the building. Hopefully. Or just run and stay in the right in the line of fire. That works as well. Their infantry is defeated. I'm I'm pretty sure one of these units gonna come back. This one right here might very well come back. 28%. I don't know what this cannon's made of, but they're doing a surprisingly high amount of damage on me. I think we've done enough on those idiots. Now we'll just march out and deal with the cannon. Let's see, how much did they do? 30. He does a lot more damage. Why does he do that much damage on the wall when my cannons don't? We can keep the armory occupied, but I'm gonna send these units out and we're gonna see about killing off the 2 cavalry regiments and the cannon. Our troops are now outside the walls, advancing on the enemy. We're gonna get the 2 units of Swiss infantry up onto the ridge, with this one covering the flank. This is actually the unit I'm most worried about. It's a line cavalry unit, because that's gonna charge in. Oh, they're back, but they've decided to skirmish here with the defensive armory. Not gonna work out for them. Are they hitting us now? Not entirely sure. We'll advance at good speed and good order against the 2 units, and we'll blast them to bits. Has this one given up yet? It's not being able to do a lot of damage to my house, while we're able to do significant damage on them. So there's no way they're gonna get through, and even if they do get through... Oh! Turn, and then open fire. I will have you march there, and I'll turn you around. Ooh, are they gonna be able to fire? No, they're not. This unit will come to the aid. And this one will hold. And unleash a close-range volley on the dragoons. This unit was just hit. However, I've got this backup unit of Swiss infantry coming in, and it's going to murder that line once we get that in order. Unfortunately, the line infantry there is probably done for. And as soon as the dragoons are done for, which looks to be rather soon, I'll be able to turn the second. Oh, there goes the enemy general. Good volley by the Swiss line infantry. Murderous fire pushed in to these Spanish troops. Got 100 men still holding on. Okay, now they broke. But the cavalry unit is broken down quite severely. The cavalry is charging. Dragoons, they're holding for a lot longer than I thought. There we go. As these are firing while they're still in formation like that, I mean, it's complete death for them. We're gonna move at all haste to attack that cannon unit. I'm gonna hold my position and allow them to fire like that. That's 115. They're not sure if they want to leave. Right, the other unit left. Thing is, as I recall, cannons do put up quite the fight. So we're gonna shoot them down. Actually, that's probably not that good in advancing in such a thick formation against the cannon. They were able to, within 15 minutes, get to 50%. That's pretty darn impressive. I don't know what they load their cannons with. But, oh, they're turning the guns against these guys now. Advance. Wait, are these French? They're speaking French. So it is a mix of Belgian and Spanish troops then. Once that cannon is done for, I'm pretty sure the line infantry will give way as well. Second unit running up, ready to fire. Close range volley, all that is needed. Cannon is defeated, and so we have victory. Result of the battle: 900 of the 11 or 1200 of the rebels are killed, leaving 300 men. Out of my about 1500, I lose 400, leaving about 1000 men left. So plenty enough to go ahead and completely crush and rout the rebels if they're not already dead, which they weren't. We have a new spy. Good. Might put him to good use. Workers on strike in the Netherlands. Letter of demands from the Netherlands. Heat. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's down. Oh, so it's all those units. Let's see. The king has gained some trains. So all these get heat, minus morale in battles for being down next to what's it called? Jerusalem. Taxes minus global tax income -6. Traditions for the king. So now we get some good stuff there going in. Religious unrest. Prestige per turn, and then this is the same. Happiness for Catholic. 2+ happiness for Catholic population. Have we turned into Catholics? I didn't even check that. No, he is Protestant. I thought 2+ happiness. 2+ happiness for the Catholic population. Okay. Right. Oh, peace treaty? We're bankrupt again. And then there was a peace treaty with what's they called? Arcot. So that port should be open because we're no longer at war with them. And that also probably means that I would be able to set up trade with them, possibly. No, it doesn't look like that is possible. I don't even see where Arcot is. Completely lost them here. But yeah, should hopefully open up soon enough. Run those guys down, no problem there. What we need to do here is... What I did was, they moved actually close enough, so I intercepted them between turns and destroyed them, so there's no garrison more or less at Jerusalem. Oof, 1,000 men. That's pretty bad. I need the money and I'm not interested in holding this place. I'm gonna loot it. There we have Jerusalem. This area is actually pretty poor. There's only 2 towns. There's this pottery workshop. We've got the harbor, where I want to actually force the ship out to resolve. We lost a ship. We captured theirs. What did they have? 28 gun frigate. What did I lose? Lost. What was the Nijmegen? I think it was a 28 gun frigate. But I'd rather have the money. Means that I could go to port and I could repair if I want to, or if I can afford. We're gonna turn this place into rubble. And then we're gonna continue our rampage through Ottoman lands to make sure that their economy completely tanks. Oh, this must be an added region. I don't think this one's in standard empire, right? It doesn't even have any roads going to it, as far as I can see. So this must be, pretty sure it's an added one. With that, I think we'll end it right here. I'll basically try to fix all the problems in the meantime to the next one. So we stabilize the government by increasing the stability of the country. So we get cash and repair everything and keep everything, get everything in order. And I'm not sure what to do next. I guess go against France again and take colonies. Given that we're closing in on 20 videos, it might be time to figure out an end goal. I don't even know if I specified a specific end goal for this campaign. I don't think we ever did that. But I think one of the early quests I got was to get so and so colonies in North America. And that could be an achievable goal. But I'll just hear from you guys, see where we go from that. Anyways, probably a quite long episode at this point, since there's plenty of battles, a lot of explanation. But with all of this, I say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.